Hello, Dad. These are some exercises that should help strengthen your quads as well as the other stabilizer muscles around your knees. So it'll hopefully help some with knee pain. So you're on the ground and on a mat, preferably something a little softer. Shoulders pressed into the ground, your hands are pressed into the ground. Your heels are about hips distance apart, and you're going to squeeze your glutes and your quads to bring your butt up off the ground. And you're going to hold for 3, 2, and slowly back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. So most of these we're going to go 4 count on the way up, maybe a 4 count hold, and then 4 count on the way down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Everything's in line here. I'm pulling my belly button towards my spine. I'm not overextending my back. My butt isn't dropping either though. There's a straight line all the way from my knees up through my body and back down. 2, 1. So it's a 4 count on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a few variations of that. It's hip bridging. The next one you need a band for. If you have a big one, you can loop it a few times. If you have a smaller one, you can just hook it around. And this one's going to go right above your knees. So same thing with the hip bridge, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your quads, but this time the abductors, the muscles on the outsides of your quads are going to be having to push away to maintain that distance between your knees. So your knees are still shoulders or hip distance apart. And back down. So maybe do 4 or 5 of each of those. And then do one with a ball, maybe like a soccer ball size ball or a pillow of a helmet in between your knees. So you're squeezing your knees together, same thing, hip bridge, shoulders, palms pressed into the ground. It's a neutral line between your knees all the way up to your spine. And this one you'll feel more on the adductors, so the muscles on the insides of your legs and the insides of your knees. And 5 there as well. 4 count on the way up, a 4 count hold at the top, and 4 count on the way down. The next one is also on the ground. It's a clamshell. So if you want to rest your head on your hand to make that more comfortable, and you can stabilize your upper body with your hand. If you want a pillow here, you can do that. Your hips are going to stay square, and you're going to lift your knee away from your other knee. Your heel, your foot, they stay connected. Your hips don't roll open, they stay square, so your hips stay facing the front. And you're just gonna lift that knee 4 or 5 inches and back down. This one as well, we're gonna do a 4 count on the way up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. 3, 2, 1. This one you don't need to hold at the top, just slow on the way up and slow on the way down. 10 on each side. So once you finish that leg, roll over to the other side, and same thing on the other side. Your hips don't open up, they stay square. And your heels, your hips, and your shoulders are all in line on this one. The next one, you're gonna need a chair. So I'm gonna adjust this camera. Alrighty, so we're gonna do a seated leg raise. So your dining room chair height, so that your knee is at a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna just off the ground, hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and set it back down. So slow lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of those on each side with a 4 count up, 4 count hold, and then 4 count down. That one might get really easy really quick. The leg extensions, same thing, 4 count on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Your foot is flexed, and 4, 3, 2, 1. If that gets too easy, you can add some ankle weights, or if you're at the gym, you can do it on the leg extension machine and get a lot more weight going. But for now, just slow on the way up and hold, 2, 3, 4, and slow on the way down. And this one, you'll definitely feel it in your quad. My quad's burning from that. The next one we have is a squat. So just a bodyweight squat. You can do that with the chair behind you still to get used to squatting correctly, which is sitting your butt back. The weight is in your heels. So my toes are not even touching the ground right now. There's no weight in my toes. All the weight's in my heels. My knees, if anything, are tracking out. They're not going in, they're not knocking in. And my butt is sitting back like I'm sitting into a chair. I can keep my hands out in front of me to help maintain my balance. But weight is in my heels, my butt is sitting back. As soon as it touches down, then I can come back up. Same thing, slow on the way down. You don't need to hold this at the bottom because that might put a lot more stress on your knees. And then back up. But this is definitely gonna also strengthen your quads. That one also is going to get easy quickly, so you can add weight, you can hold a weight or a gallon jug if you're at home, if that's too easy to do.
Note that my back is arching a little bit here, but your spine should stay neutral. You should be pulling your belly button towards your spine, so keeping your spine neutral.
Short routine. The next one is a step up. So it could be a step this high, it could be a step a little less than this, even just a stair. My timer. And you're gonna step up, same thing, slow on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and tap, and slow on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're really challenging this quad and all the outer muscles of your thigh. 2, 1. So it's really important that you go slow here. You're not using the momentum from kicking off the ground. You're using the strength of your leg to lift you up. And this might be a little high of a step. So maybe start with something a little lower. 10 on each side there as well. Slow on the way up, slow on the way down. Squeeze and tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. The balance, you can hold on to something for balance.
The last exercise is the 4-way hip.
Flex. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your hips are staying square here. Your foot can be flexed as well. And down. And you'll do 5 there. 4, 3, 2, 1. After you've done 5 hip flexion, so forward, you're going to do 5 hip extension. So coming backwards. Same thing, hips stay square, you're squeezing your glute, your core is braced, your belly button is pulled towards your spine, and you're gonna hold that for a 4 count as well. 5 of those, 4, 3, 2, 1. If those are too easy, you can let go of the wall, and that way you're challenging your other leg as well. And the last one is a abduction, so your leg's moving away from your body. You're gonna hold it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing, if it's too easy, just let go of whatever you're hanging on to. 5, 4, 3, 2, back down. You'll do that on the other leg as well. So 5 flexion, 5 extension, and then 5 abduction. On both legs, holding them for a 4 count. And those will hopefully start helping between now and whenever you can make it to the physical therapist, the real one.